Hey guys, welcome to 5 Minute Fix with Nina, episode number 5. Today's story is going to be about CPR. Let's see where this goes. I don't know if it's going to make much sense. So, our 5 minutes starts now, and we had a moment in the episode for February 15th where Pragya is telling Abhi that it's okay. She understands that he had to do CPR. She understands that it was needed for the moment. And as I was watching that scene, I just thought that, like, what if she finished her sentence by saying that I understand what you had to do and I understand how you feel about it because I've been there. I had to do that too. And I just think it would be a really fascinating topic of conversation between Abhi and Pragya, for him to be like, wait, what do you mean? You did CPR for someone? Who was it? What happened? What was the situation? What happened to the person? How did you feel about it? What was going on? And if she makes not a mistake, but if she happens to say that it was a him that she did a CPR for, as in that she did CPR for a man, what kind of reaction would that have from Abhi? And yeah, he's not precisely the most openly possessive and jealous type, in the sense that in the past, whenever he's been possessive and jealous, he usually is able to turn it around into a joke or something. Anyway, that's a debate that does not have time to be fit into this fic. And But the point is that he would feel a spark of like, wait, she did CPR with someone. She had mouth to mouth CPR with someone, because to him it's apparently such a big deal that he had to do that. He felt embarrassed and self conscious, and he didn't want her to think that she was like that. He didn't want her to think that he was taking advantage, or whatever the extra connotations are of CPR and lip to lip contact that were so inappropriate. So for him to have to face the idea that, oh, she's been there, she's done that, what's this? And just the fact that, she's been in a life-threatening situation before, like, what's going on in this girl's life that all this stuff happens that he has no idea about. And then for Pragya, too, she has to, when she accidentally happens to mention this, she then has to manage the situation and somehow tell him about it without explaining that it was him, that he got shot for her, that she saved his life by giving him CPR on top of a haystack and then dug a bullet out of his chest in an abandoned hut. She can't tell him those things because they're still trying to preserve his memory coming back gradually, and not forcing things on him. So yeah, this natural conversation that starts with Pragya is trying to say, like, I understand how you feel about it, meaning she's aware that he feels self-conscious because she felt that way too because of the CPR thing. Because if you remember, after they came back from the kidnapping and there was that whole welcome back party thing, she was having trouble telling Bulbul that she did CPR, and then Bulbul misunderstood and thought it was a kiss, and it turned into this big drama, and Abhi was really upset with her for bragging about having kissed him when he wasn't even awake. And then when he finds out that it was CPR, he's apologetic. So there's all these, feelings attached to it, which I'm sure you all know because you also watched the show, so you know about it already. But the point is that I would have loved to have seen Abhi and Pragya talking about this actual fact that they shared this experience, from opposite sides. And it would be a possible way for Abhi to start finding out that he has a past with Pragya and everything that happened between them. If Pragya wasn't able to figure out any other way to spin the story and actually just told him, well, actually, it was you, and here's everything that happened, and here's why you don't remember. So that's one possibility. And another possibility for me is for Pragya to realize as she's trying to answer his questions, to have flashbacks to what they experienced in the kidnapping track, what she experienced afterwards when he was upset with the CPR situation. And for her to start mentally contrasting, his reactions in the past, and realize, how different he is now, and think about the fact that she's so attached to him now, and she really values this friendship that they have and this positive dynamic that they have between them, but then realizing that they never had that before everything was really one-sided from her, and that she saw the best in him and he did not see the best in her, and they did not have this respectful mutual dynamic. And then for her to realize that this new version of Abhi that she's really appreciating having in her life, realizing that he's actually kind of a different person than the version of Abhi that she actually fell in love with, and then her feeling conflicted about her own feelings and what how she's supposed to make sense of everything. And like, yes, it's still the same person, but the fact that he doesn't know about their past, he doesn't know what they've been through, and he doesn't know where she's coming from with her feelings, for that to start to really bother Pragya. And I just see her in kind of in a comic way, just suddenly like having a panic attack, not a real panic attack, but just like freaking out, sitting there on his ottoman and having all of these thoughts and memories all at once. And he's like, what's going on? What's wrong with you? And she'll just break down and be like, oh my God, I've been cheating on you. And like explaining, or trying to just, not even explaining, but just like letting out all of her feelings and anxieties about what's going on. And to Abhi, it would just sound like a really confused, insane mess, because she wouldn't be telling the story properly. Like, she'd just be saying, like, I can't believe this. I shouldn't have gotten so close to you. Like, this wasn't how it was supposed to be. I didn't mean it to be like this. Da, 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 and everything she'd be saying, which is like from her stream of consciousness. And Abhi's like barely able to keep up with her and understand what on earth she's talking about. But for him, slowly the pieces would fall into place, and he would like have to stop her and say his line of hold your horses again, and make her actually explain to him, why she's freaking out, who was it that she saved with CPR, and who was she cheating on with who and how, and just another way that their backstory could come out. So I'm sorry if that wasn't really at all coherent or new or interesting, but it's just something that I was thinking about as a potential story, or even better, potentially on the show itself, to see, how could Pragya maybe just all at once blurt what happened, or what their story is between them, because of her feelings about this whole CPR situation that they've been in the past, and everything else they've been in the past, and how it compares to the present. So thank you for listening. I feel like apologizing because I don't feel like that was a very good story. So hopefully next time will be better, and I will see you then. Thanks. Bye.